Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, that is, thank you so much for joining me again today. My name is Earl Hall. I'm the owner of VOBizPro.com, and I'm here to help the new and upcoming voiceover artists start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. If that's you, make sure that you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you tick the bell notification so that you know every time when I upload a new video or when I go live, like right now. So, what I wanted to talk about today was why is it so hard to get voiceover work? Um, that's the thing. Everybody wants to know how to get work. And I think if we understand the complications that go into actually getting the work, at least it'll be an eye opener to know why it is so difficult to get booked for voiceover work, especially if you're going after, regional spots, even local spots in many cases, but regional and national spots especially. I mean, I've gotten awarded a lot of jobs for those types of genres, for commercials, especially here in the region that I'm in, which is Southeast Wisconsin. Commercials with that, even some national spots and things of that nature. But the actual chances that any VO has of actually getting booked work is rather hard, especially if you're trying to start at the top. Now, here's the thing. Hey, Andrea, good to have you here this morning. If your goal is to do those big ad spots like for Arby's and for, big, Pepsi and all these, I mean, I can't even name this. There's so much big stuff, right? So if you want to get booked for those things, there are some things that you actually need to know, really. And I want to try and dive deep into that today to kind of let you know and see. I even wrote down, I had a little thing I had to write down myself today. So you might want to get a piece of paper, a pencil or a pen, because I'm going to be explaining some of this stuff. Hey, good to see you again as well. Look, getting booked for jobs is not easy. Good morning, Drandy MCD. It's not easy, but it can be done. But it is hard. I don't want to dismay anyone. It is hard. What I want you to do is understand this, and I'm going to try and hold this up here and kind of show you what it is that I'm actually talking about and explain it. So here's my little piece of paper, right? So at the top, we have the client. Let's just say that's Arby's. I don't know why I'm stuck on Arby's this morning. And then underneath of that, Arby's might go to, let's just call it 2 ad agencies, 2 marketing firms. Then those ad agencies are going to go to talent agencies. And then those talent agencies are going to put things out for audition. And what I have that you probably can't read is at the bottom, VO times 50. That means 50 different people from these 4 different talent agencies. So you've got 50, 100, 150, 200. And I'm just doing the minimum. You've got 200 people competing for a job. What are your chances? I'm using very small conservative numbers, but these numbers are probably much higher. So if you got the client at the top of this pyramid, if you want to call it that, whether it's Arby's or Sprint or whoever, they don't go directly to talent. They go to a marketing firm or an ad agency that they're accustomed to working with. And then that ad agency is accustomed to working with probably several different talent agents that are out there. There's no, and when I say talent agents, usually talent agents book people for TV, print ads, radio, voiceover. It's a talent agency. So they have a roster of talent. Each of those talent agencies has at least 100. I'm just going to be small here. At least 100 VOs that are on their roster. So when it gets all the way down to the client saying they need a voiceover for something, and then the ad agency selecting talent agencies that they're used to working with, I'm just using an example of 2. It could be many more. And then those talent agencies have a roster of voice actors that they put this audition out to. Now we're up to over 200 people that are competing for this one job from Arby's, a regional commercial, or Popeyes, or Chick-fil-A. I just saw those two restaurants this morning. Anyway, so you can see how it gets when you're really going after top tier work. But there's more. There's a caveat here, and it's happening more and more. When you get down to the talent agents, right? When you get down to the talent agency level, not only do they have a roster of people that are right there, but those talent agencies and maybe even the ad agencies are putting these same jobs out on voices.com, Voices123. Oh, and did I forget to mention Fiverr? They're putting these jobs out there. Now, here's the thing. Because we as the talent we're the last line and we get the least amount of money. Most cases, all cases, we get the least amount of money. So here's what happens. They put these jobs out. We audition for these jobs. They're putting them out on the pay-to-play sites. But when that client, when Arby's says, I have a budget of $10,000 to get this done, that ad agency now knows that they have a budget of 10 grand. I'm just using round numbers. I'll be simpler. Let's call it 1,000. The client says, I have a budget of 1,000. The ad agency says, okay, there's a budget of $1,000. I want to make $200 off of this. So now they put it out to the talent agencies as $800. The talent agency says, I want to make some money. I want to make $200. Now we're down to around $600, right? But I'm just using round numbers. So the talent agency will actually put out the audition and say it's $300. Everybody has made money off of the client. And you, in many cases, are making the least amount of money. And I'm just trying to use round numbers to kind of show you how this actually all works. So not only if you're working with an agent, not only is that agent giving you the audition, but they're putting that audition out everywhere. And let's just say they put it out for, instead of $300, we'll say it's $200. Now they put it out now they go looking for people, let's just say on Fiverr. And say they find somebody that is outstanding, which you will find outstanding voiceover artists on Fiverr, right? But they're willing to do it for $100. All these people are making money on the backs of our talent. Every last one of them. Let's say Abdullah Hadi, I hope I pronounced that right, is saying that's very true. I Connect says the least amount of money for the most amount of work. Exactly. Because all these other people, they're not doing any work. They're just posting. They're not doing any work. We're the ones responsible for the work. I wanted to come and explain this to you to let you see how big this is and how actually it is very hard for talent to get booked for work in the present system that's set up. And sorry to say, it's going to get harder. So how do we circumvent this? How do we get around this? Anybody want to know how we get around this? Anybody interested in knowing how to do this? Say something. Does anybody want to know how we get around doing this? Now, it's perfectly fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with playing within the system to get booked for work, because that's how the system has traditionally been set up. But what I'm saying is that this is all changing as we go right now, because of the current state of the internet and social media. You guys are seeing my eyes go all over the place. I'm looking directly into my webcam right here, right now. Your comments are over here on my computer, and I'm accustomed to looking up here at my webcam, but I just moved my webcam to here, so I have to remember that. But anyway, nothing wrong with playing in the ecosystem that's there. You just have to know the rules. And you have to know that it's going to be extremely hard. And even if you try and figure this out outside of this ecosystem, it's still going to be hard. But it's doable. The person that is willing to do the work can do this. So, how do we circumvent all of that stuff? The current state of social media and the internet is a level playing field. No one has any more up on anyone else except for the person that is posting the most. That's really it. Relevant content to a target audience that you're trying to get. So now, with that in mind, we're going after this work, whether it's on Fiverr, whether it's on a pay to play, or whether we're going, we have an agent that's, doing things for us as well. If you can understand that there is business that wants to hire you, but they don't have the ad agency budget to do it. If you can understand that right in your local area, I'm telling you this, just please listen. There are businesses in your local area that need voiceover for commercials that they can not only give to radio stations and things of that nature, but that they can also post online to go in with creative things that they're trying to post online for, but they don't have an audio production person or a voiceover artist to be able to put it together. I'm talking about the small businesses. I'm talking about the mom and pop businesses right in your local area. But most of us are too lazy to do the work to go get it. The person that starts doing the work and showing up in social media, for instance, let's just say, and you have to pick a target. This cannot be arbitrary. Like, I can do any voiceover. It can't be that. So let's say you pick a target. I want to do commercials for car dealerships. How easy is it to make creative content targeted to car dealerships in your 50-mile radius area? And I'm talking about on Facebook, and you can spend $5 and do this and reach up to 1,000 people. This is not hard, but it is not a one-shot and done thing. Because here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to start putting out and creating content that only says, come buy my voiceover work. That's not what you want to do. You want to be creative about it. You want to start making little commercials on your own and posting that. I'm talking about, like, you see me sitting here right now doing a YouTube video. I could literally be sitting here recording myself reading a script. Make sure you go to Dave Automotive this Saturday. We've got a special 1 weekend sale. You could sit there and do that. You can fully produce it and start putting that out as content every day. Just content showing what your abilities are. Because this is the thing. Nobody is ever going to care how much you say, I'm a great voiceover artist. Now, I'm talking about if you want to get outside of the ecosystem of what I just explained. And if you want to start going directly after your own work, this is the way to do it. I'm going to be going in depth, especially in my group. And you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that right now. But these are the things that going into 2020, you're going to need to start owning. You're going to need to start doing. Is anybody listening to me? Because if you sit back and you continue to now, don't take yourself off of the platforms. Don't take yourself off of the freelance sites. Continue to operate there. But this is like the thing that is going to build your brand. It's very hard to build your brand on a platform. It's very easy to build your brand on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Very easy to do. It's just work you have to consistently do. Because if you don't understand that the competition for what it is that we do, it's going to continue to get worse, not better. There's going to be more competition, not less. And these people, these agencies and everything else know it. They know that we fear not getting a job, so we're willing to take less money than what we would normally take. But what I want you to do is start owning and taking charge of what it is that you do. I want you to know that you're operating a business. I want you to know that you are the operator of this business. And if you don't operate appropriately by marketing the way that you ought to be marketing, I'm not talking about selling. What I just talked to you about with the car dealerships and putting out mock, voiceover work and sharing that at scale on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on, all the platforms, and even running a Facebook ad against it in your 50 radius area just to car dealerships. That's just an example. That's brand building. That's where most of your efforts need to be, is on brand building, because no one can ever take your brand away. And I tell you that if you do this in a few months' time, this isn't going to happen like because you did this today and all of a sudden you're going to be inundated with work tomorrow. This has to be a part of your overall strategy that is consistently done all the time. And if you don't know that as a business owner, you building your brand is more important than anything else, you're going to continue to lose. And people will continue to take advantage of you. Any questions? I'm done with my little diatribe. So any questions from anyone? I'll hold out here for a second and see if anyone actually has any questions for me. If not, great. I want you guys to go out and crush it and kill it today. Grind and don't quit, as you hear me say a lot. It's like grind and don't quit. That's my hashtag. Thanks, Drandy. He says, great information. Thanks for sharing. Nothing ever tops hard work. Yes, that is true. The person that works their face off the most is going to win. If you're just going to sit back and haphazardly do this and not be consistently doing it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right. Hey, Mates Pro. Glad to have you in here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Abdulhadi. Romy's DIY projects. Thank you. You're more than welcome. I am the VO guy. Thanks so much. You are more than welcome. You guys have an awesome and amazing day, and I'll see you on my next live stream. Hey, if you don't mind, could you give me a thumbs up right quick while I'm here? Could you give me a thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel right now, and also tick the bell notification so that you get notified whenever I go live or upload a new video. Come on, guys, give me some thumbs up. I want to see the thumbs up thing going up here. All right, guys, thanks so much. I appreciate you guys tremendously. I wish you the best. Take care.